Okay. About distribution of these materials. One of the, I mean, it seems to be recurring, there are always questions about logistics and distribution of these materials. And what we saw in some previous elections is that, you know, when INEC gather in the field with their ad hoc staff and give them materials, they usually, in most cases, leave at the same time. Is that going to happen as well tomorrow, or isn't it a good idea if those who are going furthest are given those materials first so that they can leave and get to their polling units in good time, while those who are going the shortest possible distance get their materials much later, so that no one arrives later than expected?
Thank you very much. The way we have designed our process now, in fact, I'm very happy that you said in the previous operations, we are improving day by day. I just told you that we have what we call the rack centers, where our personnel will come. There is nowhere in this country where you will have a rack center that is very close to about 10 or 15 polling units that somebody is going to travel for more than 1 hour. So if we are leaving 2 hours to the time that we are going to conduct the election, there is no way. I've always told the people of Ekiti, the only thing that can make us get late to the polling unit is only if they waylay us on the road, if they come and attack us on the road. And they have agreed that they will not do that. I know Ekiti people are good people, have been here for some time, and I'm at home, so I'm feeling very well at home. So we have no problem here in Ekiti. So our materials will get to the polling units early enough. We have sent the materials to the local government since yesterday. Our recs are there. They are all of them left here around 6:30. Majority of them are already at the local government. The materials will be sorted out today, and then they will get to the polling unit as early as possible. I can assure you, every polling unit, the materials will get there before 7. If your correspondent can get anywhere where we don't get there by 7, please call me.
So what's the security arrangement you have in moving those materials with the security forces there?
Well, that has been explained by the Inspector General of Police. He has given the number of personnel that are deployed to Ekiti State, and people have been seeing the effect of that. Nobody is being harassed anyway, but we have a lot of policemen here. Yesterday, for each vehicle that went to the local government for distribution, we had a minimum number of 15 armed policemen that accompanied each vehicle. So you can see that we have adequate security. However, on the election day, there will not be armed policemen at our polling unit. It's a civil process. And so we are not going to intimidate anybody. But there will be rapid response squads in some conspicuous places where people will not get intimidated.
You know, logistics are usually a major headache for INEC, especially during elections. Do you have any contingency plan, for instance, for people who say that they have issues with their PVCs, for instance?
Well, you see, last year we started what we called the continuous voters registration. We pause every 3 months for 2 weeks, and we ask people to come and check the register that we display for claims and objections. Should we make any mistake on their data or their information, we always displayed the voters register for 2 weeks at every local government, and we implore people to come. We have not been seeing people coming. So I want to appeal to people not to come and cause trouble tomorrow, because we have given adequate opportunity for them to come and complain for us to correct whatever misinformation that we have on our data. So tomorrow is not going to be for correction. So that's what I can tell people. I'm not threatening anybody, but we did that about 10 times since April last year. 2 weeks for claims and objection. By implication, about 20 weeks that we have given people opportunity to come and make complaints.
All right, so, you know...
But in addition, please,
all right.
3 weeks ago, we gave soft copies of our voters registration to all the political parties. So we expect by now they should have shown their members or displayed this at their party secretariat for their faithfuls to come and check and see whether they are on our list or not. So please, you can see all the efforts that we have put in place. That's why I'm appealing that people should not come tomorrow and come and cause trouble at our polling units.
Okay, good. So I will hope that you get all the cooperation you need in this regard. But could you then tell us, we know that during the last Rivers rerun, there were cases where I think they complained about seeing persons printing INEC sensitive materials. But 2 days ago or 3 days ago in Lagos, the police also issued a press release how they had caught some syndicates. They were also printing sensitive materials which they wanted to take to Ekiti. So when you hear those kind of reports, how is INEC responding to it? Have you had any meetings with security agencies on this particular matter to make sure your materials are not compromised?
Yeah, thank you very much. Well, our materials are customized. As a rec, I have not even seen the ballot paper. So the specimen that we released, if anybody has gone to any press to go and print something that is similar to that, that person is only deceiving himself. Most of our operations are foolproof. So I would just appeal to people not to trouble themselves. I did mention to all the political parties at every meetings that we had, go and convince people about what you want to offer them. Let them come and vote for you. Your vote is going to count. So that's just it. There's no point cutting corners.
All right. Just before we go, let me take you through this again for those who may have missed it, because I know some changes are usually made on about every election. So you say, and correct me if I'm wrong, that INEC has enhanced the sensitivity of those card readers such that it can capture the fingerprints faster than it did previously. Is that the case?
Exactly.
Okay.
And you have seen the result of that. The election that took place in Ibarapa East, I told you, while we are doing the continuous voters registration here, nobody ever complained that his card reader was done about twice or thrice. Everybody that registered, it was just once. Where we used to register just only 40 before, we were registering about 150, 200 per day. So to confirm to you that the sensitivity has been seriously enhanced. All
right. So is there any plan for backup in case there's an outage of some sort?
Oh, that's our operation. We have, for every card reader, well, let me say for every 5 card readers, we have at least 1 backup. So, and we have our technical people, the technical staff, at all the local governments and all the rack centers. So the maximum period that you can get a replacement for a smart card reader will be 10 minutes.
Okay.
I've appealed to the Ekiti people. Should a card reader malfunctions, please allow our staff to call the technical unit. And within 10 minutes, the card reader would, a backup card reader will be brought.
All right, let's wind down with this now.
The guy, there's going to be a problem.
So when the voter gets to the polling unit by 7 a.m., is that when they should arrive there? What should they do? How should they conduct themselves? Should they register, wait to vote, and go home?
I will not tell anybody to come by 7 a.m. Election is starting by 8 a.m. So if they come by 7 a.m., they should please stand clear of our staff. Let them set up their polling materials. Election will start by 8. However, community leaders and well-meaning people can arrange people, even if they come by 10. Please give our staff space.
All right. Well, interesting talking to you this morning. Thank you for that, and we wish INEC and every other person there all the best for tomorrow's elections.
Thank you very much.
All right, there you go. That's Professor Abdulgani Raji, the resident electoral commissioner for Ekiti State, giving us an update on what to expect tomorrow. Well, back in a moment. It's not over. Don't go away.